Namaste, creative yogis. How you all doing out there? Hope you've all had a fabulous week and you got a chance to frolic in the moonlight during that beautiful full moon, which was just very inspiring, very impressive. I don't know what it looked like where you were, but it was massive here. It was like the sun, it was so bright, it was like daylight down on the beach. And we went down there. I am starting to do meditations on the beach during the full moon, and it was just amazing. It really was. I just felt so inspired. And this month is very much about that because we're working with the heart chakra, which is where our inspiration resides, right here, because it's to do with love, you know. It's just such a gorgeous energy to work with. And of course, we're working with the air element to support our emotions this month, giving us space to allow these emotions to arrive and that we feel comfortable with whatever's going on. But it is very much about following your heart's desire, to kind of figuring out what it is that makes you happy. You know, it's sometimes a difficult question to answer. But for me, it's really been kind of focusing on community, these connections, making these connections. Because the thing about manifesting your dreams is that we can't actually do it without the help of our fellow human beings. We can do a lot of it on our own, but we also need those connections and that support from each other. So what I have been inspired to do is create a Facebook group. And I have noticed here that there isn't really any sense of community with the spiritual people here. Even though there's a lot of people doing their own thing and going off on their own tangents, there isn't that kind of sense of people coming together and helping each other out. So I thought, oh, well, I'll create a Facebook group and see what happens. So we shall see. And I have sent the invite out to you guys as well, because I know some of you are ready to go global with your offerings. So you've got the space. I've created the space for you. So, you know, for some of you it is relevant. Whatever you're doing has a digital kind of component to it, so you can kind of translate it internationally. So, you know, if it is relevant, do join the group and share who you are and what you're busy with. And it gives you an opportunity to have access to a larger audience. And I think that's a big thing about connecting to our heart space. It is the Lakshmi energy of abundance, connecting to abundance and allowing ourselves to be seen and heard. You know, that's really the big lessons there about opening our hearts to our fellow human beings, really being generous and kind and offering who we are out to everyone, so that they can then also be themselves and share what they're busy with. So this kind of reciprocal thing can be put into place. So it's a very interesting month, a very exciting month, I think, for most of us, as we kind of dive deep into following our passions, following our dreams, and making things manifest in the world around us. So with our yoga, what I've been suggesting people do in class is working with balances to help us stay balanced with our emotions, and just taking our time, being really considered, just taking one, you know, just transitioning with one breath at a time, and really just allowing space, I think, is kind of the key thing there. And working with beautiful back bends, really helping us to open through the heart chakra area. So the imagery that I've been finding is really useful is seeing the heart chakra as a flower. And then we have our central line as a kind of stem of the flower. And then we've got our roots going down into the earth. And so when we feel grounded, then we have this ability to be more expressive in the upper body. So we've been working with that in class quite a lot. And that's actually been very interesting, seeing how people's bodies shift and how they can be much more confident about opening through the heart chakra once they've grounded themselves. So that's something to think about in your daily practice. Okay, so we're going to choose a card for you today. What do the creative yogis need to know right now? Let's choose a card. I am the conscious, passionate co-creator of my life. I am the conscious, passionate co-creator of my life. It's so appropriate. Interesting. I am the conscious, passionate co-creator of my life. So very true. We don't do anything on our own. It is about our connections with our fellow human beings and, of course, our connections to our spiritual practice as well. All right, so that's it for me today. Have a lovely week. Namaste, Creative Yoga.